Hello everybody, welcome to our 18th Excel tutorial. Today we'll be looking at another segment of our tutorial using the if function. If you are new here, I'll be leaving a link here where you can go and then take a recap of what we learned here. Now let's look at today's segment. Now today's segment we'll be looking at if example 1, where we'll be talking about, we'll be using a text string which is within budget and over budget. But there's something I'd like us to take a recap. It says what? If the number above is less than or equal to 100, then the formula display within budget. Otherwise, the formula display over budget. So what is it all about here? Now let's look at something here. Now before we look at over budget and within budget, I would like us to look at something. Now for instance, let's assume that in cell A1 I type a value 100 and I said it's equal to, let's say, is it true or false? Let's assume that being true or false, I went ahead and typed, let's say, 150 here, and I press enter. The value, the argument returned false. Let's assume that in the formula I brought true, and after comma the argument false is omitted, and then with a space, the moment I press enter, the argument returns 0. I get it, it's return what? 0. The reason why it's returned 0 is that in the text string or in the logical text, the value false is omitted. So in the argument cannot locate the value false. This is another example I'd like us to look at before I take you through within budget and over budget. As you understand this now, let's move on to using a text string. So I'll highlight and press delete. I'll move to cell A1 and I'll type data, and in cell A2 I'll type result, and in cell A1 I'll type 50, I'll type 150, I'll type 100, I'll go ahead 295. So here I'm going to use a text string. Before then, let me center my data. I'll select a cell range from cell A2 down to A6, then I'll center it nicely and then adjust the column width. Select cell A1, move to my format, go to column width, and I'll type 14. Then I'll move to cell B1, go to format, and then go to column width and type also 14 and press enter. Then after that, I'll center my work nicely, center it, and then I'll bold my column heading nicely. So let's move ahead. So here I want the result to display here. That is what we have. Let me adjust the result a little bit. I would like to adjust it to, let's assume that I want to adjust it to let me adjust the column width to, let's say, 18 or 16 is okay for me, 16. And let me go ahead and type to do this, as we've adjusted to do this. So we are going to finalize it here. So for us to do this, we just have to go to cell A2, and then we type equal to, okay, if into bracket A2 is less than or equal to 100. If it is, then is it within budget? Sorry, is it within what? Budget? Or over budget? Sorry, I need to bring my quotes. close it and I press enter. So you can see it's what within budget. Okay, now let me explain it for you to understand. Let's assume that I'm going to the market and I wanted to go and buy something, and then what I'm going to buy, the price of the thing is 50 Ghana cedis, but I budgeted for 100 Ghana cedis. I had no over budget. Pay attention. I budgeted for 100 Ghana cedis. So, and I went, the price of the thing is 50 Ghana. Do I fall within budget or over budgeted? Yeah, I fall within budget. Okay, so I'll be left with balance of what, 100 Ghana cedis. So balance of 50 Ghana cedis. So that's the concept of the whole thing. You are going to buy something, and the price of the thing is 50 Ghana cedis, and then you are holding 100 Ghana cedis. And then you got there, the price is 50, so you bought the thing, and then your balance is left. The balance that is left is 50 Ghana cedis. So did you over budgeted or you fall within budget? So yes, indeed, I fall within budget. So that is all about it. Let's try the last one. Then we'll use the autofill. So it's going to be equal to if into brackets A3 is less than or equal to 100, comma, is it, do I fall within budget? Comma, or I over budget. Sorry, my keyboard is kind of, don't worry, I'll change it. Then I'll close the bracket and press enter. You can see this one said I over budgeted because the price of the thing is 150, and I said I'm holding 100 Ghana cedis or 100 to go and buy, so over budgeted. So you can select this and use the autofill here, and then to drag it, and it automatically fill in. So that is how you use the if function. So this is the if example 1. We'll be looking at example 2, where you understand the whole concept. Thank you so much. I say you grow to understand. That's what I'm trying to say. Catch you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.